Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. I am the Queen of the Throne, Divine Astrology, and I'm here to bring to you your monthly guidance for November 2025. These are going to be messages for all 12 zodiac signs. So if you are new, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'm really consistent with monthly messages. You'll get a whole lot of insights from the divine on this channel. Make sure you hit subscribe and don't forget to like the video. Thank you so much. Let's get started. All right, Libras. If we're looking at November for Libra, there is a major theme of death and rebirth in your life. A major theme of death and rebirth in your life. Now, there's things that you have to really pay attention to in the month of November for Libras, because there is something here that's going on in your life, and you have to understand something about who you are. This is for a few Libras, very specific to you guys. Only if I have already acknowledged it with you, only if I have already confirmed it with you, this will be true for you. This one sentence that I'm about to say, everything else can resonate with anybody else, but there's a few Libras who you have to remember something that maybe you heard through the grapevine, because people who know me, they repeat me a lot of things I say to other people, whether it be quotes, whether it be just conversations. But a lot of people are inspired by me all over the world, and a lot of people listen to things. So there is a specific Libra who somebody asked me about him in the past, and I confirmed who he is in the past, but I don't know if he got that message. Then there's another Libra who I said directly to him who he is, so he should know this. But there's a few Libras that are connected that may not know. What I'm about to let you know is that you are reincarnated. There's only a few Libras, and these are Libra males. They're men, and you guys should know that because I've already told you. But you're an ancient Egyptian. Okay, you have to understand that you're an ancient Egyptian, or someone from the ancient land of Kemet. Okay, you are royal, and you're very powerful. So the reason why, this is the thing, the music industry knows who is actually Egyptian. They know this. There's your record labels, but there's people above your record labels who know this. They know this information. So the reason why you're famous is because they know what power you have, and how because you're an Egyptian, reincarnated, you're going to make them a lot of money. So there's a Libra out there who needs to know exactly who they are. Your eyes say it all. Your eyes tell it all. That's how I'm able to identify my people, because I know it's a certain thing about their eyes that let me know that, as well as other features as other features too. But I know that too because of so many other reasons. You know, I'm sewn into the universe, right? I'm sewn and weaved into the universe. So I have other infinite knowledge, infinite information. But there's a few other Egyptian kings here. There's other gods here. And you guys just don't really realize that about yourself. But I feel like this message right here is just specifically for those Libras who are ancient Egyptian, who you need to remember who you are, and you need to understand your power. Like, you have something. The reason why you're popular or famous is because that's really who you are. Your spirit pretty much is what is attracting all of these people to you, whether it's thousands of people, millions of people. When you go on tours, and when you have your concerts, when you post on social media, you get a lot of attention, you attract a lot of people. And because ancient Egyptians are the purest at heart, for some of you, you may even have a problem with all that attention you're getting. Like, it may get to you sometimes. You may develop any addictions. You may develop some type of depression. You may develop anxiety, because you're trying to figure out, how are you attracting all of these people to you? Why is all of these people attracted to you? Listen to me, I know what it feels like, because I didn't ask for my fame, but I just have it. I didn't even ask for it, but I have it because I've been watched since I was a little girl. So for me to just like kind of consciously walk into it, at a grown age, it does feel, it is annoying sometimes, the fact that all of these people come around you because you're famous to them, because all these people quote you, all these people know you, it's just, it's something that you have to get used to. And then you're going to deal with a lot of people who, feel like because they can get access to you, that they feel like somebody, and they want to say this and do that. And, people really are fanned out. But you have to understand, it's not just because you're famous or popular, it's also because you're ancient Egyptian. So there's a young Libra who I feel like this message is going to be strictly for you. You need to know exactly who you are. You are reincarnated. You are exactly an ancient Egyptian. There's nothing else that you are on a soul level but that. Now, here's the thing. When you were, okay, you may feel to yourself, like, no, I'm what's in my blood, what's in my bloodline from my mom or my dad's side. You are in this lifetime. Because listen, you have to be born. Okay, are there any ancient Egyptians available right now for us to reincarnate through our own bloodline physically in this lifetime? Technically, no. Because you have to think about it. How does Egypt look now? It's full of Arabs. That's not our bloodline. Our bloodline is African. New Egypt right now is Arabian. It's Muslim Arabian. That's not us. We're African, because Egypt is located in Africa. We're very closely colored, just like the Nubians were. We're very, like the Nubians are us too. So you have to think about that. New Egypt does not look like us. We have had so many centuries and so many years of like things changing and evolving and moving out with new leaders and new kings and new people coming in. Things look different now. So we have to accept that fact. The people from Egypt today look nothing like us, and they don't think like us, and they don't have the type of, morals and values like us. They're not really technically in that bloodline. But when you're reincarnated, you're gonna have a mixture of things that's in your blood. Okay, you're gonna be like, you may have French, you may have Spanish, you may have Caribbean. It just depends on what family you chose, what location that your soul chose before you reincarnated. But you're gonna be mixed up with so many different things, because you got to think about it. Our people are mixed up. How many Africans are in America, or got shipped to America? However you feel like Africans came to America, how many of them was it? Okay, so many. There's some that got dropped off in the Caribbean, and there's some that got dropped off in America. Everybody's Native American, African, and it's so many different things we are mixed with. Native American, we're mixed with African, we're mixed with, might be, Spanish or something like that. It might be French. We might be Creole. But this is what you have to understand. Our people, this bloodline is all mixed up now. So many true African bloodlines had moved out of Africa thousands of years ago. So you're not going to reincarnate where like technically they can run your blood and see that you're ancient Egyptian. No, all of that truth is gone. All of that. Look at the pyramids. Everything was excavated. They have our mummies in museums. They have our bloodline in museums. They have our bloodline hidden, tucked away. They've scraped and pulled every teeth out of a mummy's head just for DNA work, just for, you have to understand, the bloodline is excavated. It's excavated, right? It's ran through basically by all of these greedy people, but not just greedy people. It's also people who want to just know things. It's historians. It's people who want to understand who we are. So Libra, you need to understand who you are. You are ancient Egyptian. You have to get that through your mind. Yes, you're going to have Europeans coming towards you, making you feel like you're not. Yes, you're going to have that type of opposition from different types of people, especially Europeans. But you have to understand this about them. They don't really know who they are. What is their culture? What is their history? What is their heritage? They don't really have anything. But all their DNA does trace back to what? Africa. White people are just lighter skinned Africans. They did not get here a long time ago. They were not here all these, the BC days, there were no white people. The AD days, there were no white people. When did white people get here? Recently. So you have to understand, they're just, the only thing is that they just lack melanin. They're normal people just like us, just like you and me. And you should love them and they should love you. There's a lot of European people that I really actually love. And I'm sure they love me too. So the thing is, there's French people who, everybody's a one big family. And I just hate the segregation. I really do. And there's a message here for you, Libra, about, segregation is something about that with you. Maybe you felt like you were on the outside of in your ancient Egyptian family, like people. Maybe you felt like you were on the outside of things and you weren't a part of the group. Maybe you feel like they didn't want you to be a part of it, or I don't know. Maybe you feel like singled out, or maybe you singled yourself out. Maybe you say, I don't want to roll with them. I don't want to be with them. But you are a part of this bloodline. So Libra is a young Libra masculine, a young Libra man who needs to know this, okay? So that's all about, your reincarnation here. But let me tell you, there's more to November that you're going to realize. So how does this apply to November really? And what about your gifts? Well, you specifically, Libra man, you are connected to the universe just the same as the gods are, from different natural causes. So you have like this power and ability that can make things happen without you even knowing this side of yourself. You don't even know what you do. You don't even know what you do. You don't know how you do it and what you do. But you are like a conductor of energy, like an energy conductor. And the reason why, like I said, the reason why all of these things have happened in your life, from fame to, just attracting a lot of people, whether you're attracting a lot of good people or a lot of bad people or both, I feel like some of you are able to attract the kids around your age, the kids younger than your age, and grown adults. So you've attracted so many people. And you have to understand the cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, and immortality. You have been involved in ancient power struggles as well. So in the past, you could have, that's what happened with ancient Egyptians. There was always a power struggle, because it's like we would teach other people how things are done. Everything from their ABCs on down to how to make things, how to build. We taught them so much, and all they did was use it, run with it, and then want to take over everything once we taught them. So it's like, that's how it is even today. For somebody out there, you could be a Libra who feels like, why are you being attacked by the same people who you could teach how to do something? You may be a singer, a rapper. You may have a lot of attention. You may have a lot of fans, like crazy fans. I'm talking about, you may have a crazy number of fans. It may feel like you have your own cult, but the thing is, you did this by yourself. For somebody out there, it's just because it's you That's what I'm trying to say. It's just because it's you. That's the reason why it's like that for you. But like I say, you can teach other people how you did it on your own. You can teach other people what the beginning of the process was for you and how you got to that point. But it's like the same people who you have shown just by you being you. You have taught a lot of people just by you being yourself. You have taught these people how to be their own boss, or how to be how to be a leader, or how to capture the minds of the youth or something like that. But you've done something that makes you get into power struggles with people who have been doing it. You could be getting into power struggles with people who have been doing what you actually do, and they're feeling some type of way about it because you naturally attract more than them, or you naturally make more than them doing what you do, or you're naturally the best at what you do. So you're ruffling up a lot of feathers with a lot of people at this time in November, because they want to have a power struggle with you, because they don't understand your DNA, your ancient soul DNA. So you may have to cut yourself loose. You may have to cut yourself loose from some people in November so that you can become more grounded. Now, I do see that deep personal strength and peace is going to come into your life that's going to assure success for you. Like, you're still going to be successful, basically. This is for a Libra, like I said, a young Libra boy or man. You're still going to be successful at what you do, but it's like you may have to deal with people that's extremely stubborn and not willing to change. Okay, maybe these are people who don't want to change the way they see things. They don't want to change tradition. They don't want to change because some of these people have gotten so caught up and stuck in their own mindsets, their own religions or belief systems, or their own ways of getting money, or whatever is going on, whatever industry you're in. It could be a very competitive sales industry. It could be a very competitive whatever, like what your hometown. It could be a competitive place to live. But it's like the way you do something, it's like people don't understand how you got to that point, and some of these people are trying to come against you at this time. And it could be people from different backgrounds. It may not be African people. It may be people from other places coming up against you, or trying to start problems with you, give you power struggles, because they know, like, they don't understand how you are how you are able to pull in that much attention from the world, or how much you're able to pull in that much money. How can you do something like this on your own? How can you sell out an arena? Or how can you sell out all your, how can you get the most Spotify streams or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you on the number one? How are you number one on iTunes? Or how are you, if you work in sales or real estate, whatever, how did you become the top seller and you just started? People don't understand how you're at the top of something, how you're the leader of something, or at the, they're really trying to pull you down right now. You got a lot of power struggles on the way, because they don't understand how you are, definitely one of those people that did it on their own, got it out of the mud or something like that, and you made it. So learning experiences occur regularly, and these learning experiences are going to just happen to put you exactly in the right place at the right time. So be assertive and make things happen. Events move with a whole lot of speed that might surprise you once you focus on your intentions. See the big picture before deciding what to do, before making any decisions. Because lightning can strike twice, is what I'm getting. Like, you could have you also have to control your anger as well. Libra, whoever you are, listen to me, sir. You have to control your anger, or you will be sorry. You will be sorry. You have to control your anger, because see, these people are coming in to give you anxiety. They want you to not understand who you are, to not know who you are, to keep you from your truth. They think there's some type of way. This is what they're doing. They think you're reaching success in your life because you are manipulating something, or they think it's because you're like, they're trying to flip it. They're trying to make it seem like you're in dark arts or something like that. So that's why you got fame, or that's why you have fortune, or that's why you're successful, or that's why everybody likes you. Because I don't know, they feel like it's some type of curse that's providing good results, instead of these people just looking at it like, no, this person is really ancient Egyptian, they're god, goddess, or they're a king, instead of, you know, understanding that, and that's the reason why this is happening. They don't want to just accept that, and so you're gonna have opposition coming from people. But you have to understand, some of the black people that may come in to oppose you may have white people behind them making them do it. Picture that. Your beef is not really your beef. Your ops are not really your ops. Your ops have other people behind them making them come at you like this. See, you got to think about the label itself, or you got to think about the business owners, the entrepreneurs that's behind it, the company that's behind certain things. Certain people are not really your ops, like especially your own people. They're not your real ops. There's companies, organizations, people from different nationalities that own and operate these things, that have those workers coming towards you like that. I'm telling you, it's a situation where I'm telling you, you could have sold millions of dollars worth of real estate this year, and we're in the final quarter, and everybody in your area could be trying to see, what did you do to make so much money this year compared to other people. People are so lost when it comes to you, and what they're gonna do is, it seems like they've been attacking you in some kind of way, or they've been, you know, trying to for some, I'm gonna just be honest with you, and I apologize for saying this, but they may, somebody out there may even be trying to unalive you. I'm just being honest with you. Somebody may even be, because the theme is death and rebirth here. Somebody may even be trying to unalive you. Okay, the number 36 could be relevant for some of you. But they could be trying to unalive you because they just don't understand how you are able to do the things you do. Like, people are that upset with you. They're that envious of you because of what you can do, is what I'm getting. That's crazy. But you need to make sure you do one thing in November. Get some rest. Because let me tell you something. Don't stay up all night. You know what that does? It weakens your flesh. You want to make sure that, you know, like, you're getting sleep. Like, you know, because I know how Libras are. Libras can hit the ground running and don't stop running. And when it comes to money, oh, you're on it. You don't give a damn about sleep when it comes to money. You can sleep for 2 minutes and then you just keep pushing to the next day to do what you have to do. That's how Libras are. You might not even really think about sleep sometimes when you're trying to make money. But the reason why you're being guided to do that this month is so that you went on a fresh mind. Is going to help you discern exactly what you don't need, so you can train your focus on exactly what you need to do. That's the thing. You'll have the right type of mindset about what you actually need to do dealing with this situation or anything in your life in November, on a fresh mind. So whenever you need to get some breathing room, get some breathing room. If you're into crystals at all, Libra, this month get a crystal named Howlite. It's named Howlite, Howlite. Howlite helps to alleviate stress, anxiety, fear, and also you know, it keeps you away from muddled thinking, so that you can think clearly the next day about what you need to do in a situation. Because I feel like somebody's trying to box you in, box you up. You know, that type of energy. Like, somebody doesn't want to see you make it right now, but it's because of exactly who you are. So there's, like, remember I say your ops are not your real ops, especially people of your own background. They got people behind them that's really your ops, making them do this to you. So the thing is, there's other types of people from different backgrounds that don't like you because you are ancient Egyptian. So you need to remember that. That's the reason why all of this is happening, for real. All right, wow. All of this just came to me, and this is the message. This may not resonate with everyone. I don't even, know all the Libras that it will resonate with, but what I can say is there's a specific one who needed to hear this at this time. Wow. All right, thank you so much, and God bless.